podcast show.
Hi everybody, I'm Rich Myers and welcome to the podcast show. I'm here today with Dr. Jessie Lynn.
Yes, official title now.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you, and thank you so much for having me back on the show. I know it's been a hot minute since we've been able to join you guys, but we're excited. I know this has kind of been a couple of months in the making, so I'm glad finally my schedule chilled out just a tad for me to sit in and join you tonight. So thank you for having me.
Okay. I listened to your track. I'm digging it.
Yes.
I thought it was awesome. What influenced it?
Well, you know what's funny? So that song is actually a catalog song from back in the 90s. Originally, Alicia Elliott out of Muscle Shoals had released that song. And it's on my album, Set It On Fire. That was the last studio album that we did right before COVID, actually. And I'm happy to say we finally have some new music in the studio now. So between Miss Rodeo USA stuff and doctoral and trying to wrap everything up, we're now back in the studio.
Well, let's take a listen to it.
All right, let's do it.
I can't eat, can't sleep. All I do is think about you. What's this feeling? That's my heart you're stealing. That's okay, I don't want it back. What's this chemistry? Such intensity. Good emotions getting through. It's your sweet love I'm feeling. I can't get enough. Go figure it. Madly, deeply, baby, I'm falling. Head over heels, I'm living it hard and soul. You're giving it, I'm thinking that I'm digging it. Come on, keep it coming. Think you're onto something so strong, so right. It's got to be real. Breaking down my walls and fences, there's a powerful sense. Good emotions getting through. It's your sweet love I'm feeling. I can't get enough. Go figure it. Madly, deeply, baby, I'm falling. Head over heels, I'm living it hard and soul. You're giving it, I'm thinking that I'm digging it. Madly, deeply, baby, I'm falling. Head over heels, I'm living it hard and soul. You're giving it, I'm thinking that I'm digging it.
That was a pretty awesome song.
Like I said, it's an earworm, and actually, so the players you hear on that track are actually some of the best A-list players in Nashville. The lead guitarist actually is a Garth Brooks studio guitarist and has been for over 30 years.
Wow.
The bass player is a multi-Grammy award-winning bassist, has played for Luke Bryan, Carrie Underwood, Zach Tot, you name it, all of the big guys. Same thing with the drummer and the pianist, just absolutely amazing. And funny story, the background vocals that you actually hear is my vocal producer and coach Jilla Webb, who also major professional touring artist, did a couple of Las Vegas residencies when she was out in Las Vegas several years ago. So again, just a plethora of talent on not just that song, but the entire album.
Okay. Can you tell me about any upcoming songs, concerts, and what's next?
Yeah, so a big project there we're working on. So actually, we had piloted the project about a year ago with Alabama Works and the workforce development team here. And so my productions company, Dirt City Productions, we partnered with Florence Academy of Fine Arts and their secondary students and the Alabama Music Hall of Fame. And we are working on an album called Sounds of the Shoals. Now, what's interesting about this album is it is entirely work-based learning for the students. They are compensated for their time, but it's giving them a commercial release product to actually put on their resume before they even graduate high school, which I think is pretty amazing. But what's even more fun about it, and the reason we called it Sounds of the Shoals, is one, the entire album is encompassed of songs that either I wrote or co-wrote with several main writers out of the Shoals area, like Mark Normar, who wrote Moon Over Georgia for Shenandoah. That's what I love about Sundays, different things that many people will remember from the 90s. He actually had a couple of cuts on Reba's album about 2 or 3 years ago. Tammy Wynette, Kind of Pain, just some awesome lyrics and lyricists. And then just, of course, some great friends that I have up in the Shoals as well. So this album's really special to me personally, but then also from a workforce perspective, because we're giving back to the students and, of course, trying to help invest in their careers as well and give them a commercial music product. One song in particular that I'm pretty excited about on this album is one that actually we have an acoustic release of out right now. It's called Whispering Walls. But I'm really excited to get the full band perspective on this from the students, because they bring a whole new element to the table in their interpretation of the song. And it's interesting to see how it's morphed and become this new ear sound and earworm that you can't quite get out of your head. And then, of course, we've got some fun songs that's very up-tempo, very true to my country girl roots and cowgirl tradition. So one of the songs is called Rock the Boat. So that's going to be a fun little jamming tune that, we're hoping to bring to life with not only the students, but then some partner studios up in the Shoals as well have been gracious enough to donate their time. And so the studio engineers. And it's going to be a pretty awesome project. We're hoping to get it released by the end of this summer. So we've had a couple of hiccups on the project just due to scheduling conflicts and different things, but we're shooting for the end of summer and hoping to get this puppy rolled out and ready to go. Concert wise, we've got a couple things coming up just local that it's very nice to get back involved with the community. A dear friend of ours, her daughter had a barrel racing accident several years ago, and actually they determined she had something that happened prior to her coming off the horse with some brain damage and stuff. And her 21st birthday is actually this Saturday, and they're doing her Brooks 21st Barrel Bash. So we're actually headed over there, going to sing happy birthday to her and do just a little fun to support her. She's got a great cause going forward, and the money and proceeds are going to go help sponsor some youth writers for MBHA Youth World. And again, just giving back to the community. We've got a couple of other things. The Hank Williams Music Festival in June is coming up, and Opelika Fair in October. I mean, we're booking well on into the late year. So just a lot of different things going on.
Okay. Yeah, you do some barrel racing too, don't you?
I do. I've actually got a training horse coming up the ranks that I'm hoping to have fully seasoned by the end of this season, and then next year be her first full competitive year out on the road. So we're just kind of spending a little extra time this year, getting to know the ropes, getting used to hauling longer distances and different things such as that. So she's coming along nicely, and then I've got some students as well that are ready to start getting their competition feet wet. So it's been exciting to watch.
Okay. Do you prefer listening to music or create it?
That's a tough question because as an artist, I feel like we all learn from not only mainstream artists, but even independent artists as well. So I always love hearing new music, new ideas, new sounds. And I'm an all genre type kind of gal. I will say the only genre of music I'm not a fan of is rap that I cannot understand. If I can understand it and it's clean, we're pretty good. Because there is definitely an art to that. But if I can't understand what they're saying, it's like, yeah, it's over my head. But uh, I'd probably say, especially during this most recent season, listening has been probably my most favorite just because it has provided a comfort for me that, I've needed during the transitions of life, and it's allowed me to rest in a creative space, but then also have new ideas that's gearing up the creative mindset again to get back out and get writing again.
Okay. Well, there's a big thing out now called AI. You think that's,
Oh, yes.
You think that's good for music or bad for music?
There's a lot of mixed emotions behind artificial intelligence, and, it's like anything else. If it is used in its correct form and purposes, it can be really beneficial. I know for me, if I'm having a case of writer's block and I need some ideas or just some generations of ideas, I may throw it into Chat GPT and say, hey, I'm kind of stuck on this. This is where I kind of want to go with it. Can you give me some ideas? And I use it more as a brainstorming tool. Um, for those that throw it in and get an entire song out of it and try to record it, I'm like, that's great if that's how you get, your finished product. But to me, that removes the creative space. For me as an artist, that's just kind of a personal deal. But it's all in how it's used. It can be a great tool. It can also be a very toxic tool. And I'm a firm believer that anything can be bad if used in excess. So as long as it's kept in its proper bounds and place, I think it can actually be a great thing for the industry. But if it's kept out of those confines, it's definitely detrimental.
Where can people go see your videos, music, and events?
Yeah, so the best way to do that is going to be to go to my website, jessielynn.net. That's the girl spelling, JESSIELYNN.net. All of our music, sponsorships, events, pet tab, everything that we have going on is right there. They can also visit dirttodivaproductions.com. That is our productions website if they want to know more about the work-based learning programs that we offer, more of our equestrian events that we sponsor or are part of, like equestrian clinics. And then, of course, all of our social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, definitely kind of the one-stop shop there. And, of course, they can get to all of those from the website as well.
Okay. If it wasn't for music, what would you be doing right now?
Oh, Lord, if it wasn't for music, I would probably still be doing, well, I can't say that. Yes, I can. I would probably be doing the same job I'm doing right now, which is communications and networking. Just probably in a little different capacity. I would probably be more so on the veterinary side or the livestock side.
Thanks for being on the show today. I really enjoyed
Hey,
having you.
Rich, I appreciate it. We're going to have to do it again when we get the new music out. I'm going to have to send you full copies of everything, and then we'll have to do maybe like an extended version and talk a little more in depth about each song and see what we can't get going.
Okay. Thank you.